your entertainment. Number 3. You might be thinking, Blake, what's it gonna be? Book, movie, music, person? What's it gonna be? What? Technically it's a person, technically it's a movie. One of the greatest movies ever made. Road to Paloma. You might be thinking, what's this silver writing right here? This movie not only was directed, it was written and produced by, and lead starred by Jason freaking Aquaman freaking Conan freaking Khal Drogo Momoa. Let's put that shit right there so everyone can see it. This man is my absolute hero. I've even told him that at Comic-Con. Kind of dorky, but it was cool. He made this movie. Let me tell you about this movie that he made beautifully. It's a movie I watched before I even think about filming another movie. The movie stars Jason Momoa as Robert Wolf, Bob Wolf, a man who's on the run from the feds. You might be thinking, why is this man on the run? By on the run, I mean he's on his motorcycle Panhead. As you can see right there. Oh man, he drives that baby all day. The reason he's on the run is because the reason he did this movie, mostly, and the reason he's on the run, is because this movie's about the weird, messed up laws that happen to Indians on Indian reservations. His mother was raped, and then because she was raped and beaten so badly, she died in the hospital. So she was raped, beaten, and died. And the man who did it pretty much got off scot-free. So Jason, Robert Wolf, takes this, I don't remember the name of the rock, but it's a rock that you can like chip at and make into like a blade. So he takes one of those, goes to the dude's house, beats him to a pulp, and kills him. Then goes on the run because all the feds and cops and everyone get all hubbub because a white guy died. Literally what his dad says. His dad literally says, you know, it's funny, when my wife died, no one came, but as soon as a white man dies, the FBI's called in. It's a pretty messed up thing. But this movie has such a heart because it attacks a real issue that for a minority of any type, you fall below white people, you know? It's messed up. I don't like it. No one should like it. I don't know who likes it, but some people are like, oh, stupid, shut up. This movie's amazing because, so there's a sheriff a white sheriff who lives on the Indian reservation who, you know, understands what's going on, so he's not technically hit the hardest job trying to find Robert Wolf, but then they call in the FBI guy. FBI guy comes in like he's big boss, big freaking pants all the way up here, like he's owning the place, you know? He walks in pretty much because they say, hey, that sheriff guy, he's too close to this thing, you gotta go in there and you gotta go get that guy. And he's a dirtbag. He's hunting him down, this freaking manhunt. It's a great movie. Jason Momoa meets on the road a guy named Cash. Cash is kind of a run-down, out-of-luck, motorcycle, guitars, drunk, sexaholic kind of guy. They become best friends. The reason Robert Wolf is crossing this domain of just amazing scenery is because he's taking his mother's ashes up to a mountain and he's going to spread them. So the whole movie's about him doing this journey. Let me tell you what. The last 5 minutes of that movie is pure cinematic gold. The scenery, the music, the acting, oh man, I am, sweep me off my feet because you won me over. It's fantastic. And when I actually went to Comic-Con, and I did that thing, you know, when you go to Comic-Con, you put your thing there, you know, like, you're all nervous, and and then they slide that over to the person to sign it. Jason Momoa looked at it, and he said, that's some good shit you got there. I was literally the only person, probably in Comic-Con, to bring him this. On his table, he had, you know, pictures of like Game of Thrones, Conan the Barbarian, this and this and this, Aquaman, that and that, of like all his movies that he's done. He had one picture from this. Pretty sure it was like this back picture. He signed this, and I'm not trying to boost my own ego here or try to say that me and Jason Momoa had a moment. But he seemed genuinely happy and, you know, sincere that I brought him this movie to sign. I mean, I had an Aquaman book too, but I don't want to stand out in front of my hero, so I brought him this. He signed it, and then we talked about rock climbing. I told him he's a huge inspiration to me because of this. This movie is amazing. I mean, the budget on it, I think it's pretty low. Oh my gosh, does he make it work. Me and him started partying on Waze, and I said, hey Jason. Well, I didn't say hey Jason. I said, excuse me sir, no I didn't. I said, could I shake your hand? He didn't shake my hand. You wanna know what he did? He's sitting at the table like this. He does one of these. I'm thinking, am I about to arm wrestle freaking Aquaman right here in front of all these nerds because I brought him Road to Paloma? No, he's doing this. I do it back, and we embrace in... You ever seen Predator when Dylan and Dutch walk up to each other and they're doing that arm thing? It was pretty much like that. We just clasped hands and he spoke Hawaiian to me and I fainted. I didn't faint, but I walked away thinking, I don't know what he just said to me, but I'm so freaking happy I brought him this. And I thanked him for making this. I recommend it. If you're a fan of Jason Momoa, if you're a fan of dramas, if you're a fan of movies that have meaning, check out Road to Paloma. Stay tuned for another episode of For Your Entertainment. I don't know what I was doing there. I was trying to do like a surfboard mood.